and welcome. My name is Meredith and I'm a member of the education team here at the Children's Museum of New Hampshire. This is the last video in our series of videos about play-based learning. For this video, we're going to be showing you around our museum and giving you some play-based learning tips that you can use when you visit any museum, a children's museum, science museum, or even another location where children create and play like a library. Here we go. Obviously, a children's museum is a great place to practice free play. Free play meaning letting children explore for whatever they want for extended periods of time or however long it holds their interest. We found that this can be really hard for adults who shuffle children through each exhibit, making sure they see everything instead of letting children play for however long they want in the exhibits that they choose. This makes sense. We know you want to see everything. Museums have so much to see and explore, but children do tend to get more out of their experiences when they choose where they spend their time. Children may want to spend an hour playing in an exhibit, like the post office, and they may want to spend just a few minutes in another exhibit, like the art area. And that's okay. It will be a more memorable experience for them if they choose where they spend their time during their visit. A museum is a great place to practice the open-ended questions we keep talking about. Many museums will have signage to help you interact with your children in the exhibits. Here at CMNH, we have vroom signs that give examples of ways to play and interact with your child in almost every exhibit. Museums are also places where you're often discovering right alongside your child. When you come across an exhibit or activity that you've never seen before, share that with your child. Say something like, "I don't know how this sand table works. What do you think?" When visiting art or craft areas in museums, you'll usually find something like this: signage explaining to children and families what they're supposed to be doing with the materials on the table. For example, they might be taking paper and turning it into a pumpkin lantern. Your child may want to take that piece of paper, draw a ghost, color it, and make it a note for their grandmother. And that's okay. A lot of times we hear caregivers in this space saying, "Oh, no, we need to follow the directions. This is what we're supposed to be doing." But this is another time where child-led is the best choice. Letting your child take the materials and make whatever they want will make it a more interesting experience for them, and they'll probably spend more time making their project that they want to make. As this is our last video, we wanted to say thank you for following along on this play-based learning journey we've been on. We've definitely enjoyed sharing these videos with you and spreading the word about play-based learning throughout New Hampshire and beyond. Thanks so much for watching.